Okay, so pretty much, this is probably known as like the worst video game I think ever, and we'll get into why, but pretty much like prior experience before I bought this. My cousins had this, so and I was like real young. Never I played it, so I liked it at that time. But I mean, because it was ET and it was Atari, so I mean, why am I not going to? But and I didn't and I didn't know what I was doing when I was playing it anyway until much later. But definitely not when I was over there because I mean, there wasn't any instruction booklet, and certainly I certainly couldn't read it at that point. So I mean, but anyway, I guess I bought this. This was probably like, this is definitely not the wisest purchase I've ever made in my life, but let's see. This is actually, let's see, I bought this actually on that trip to Tennessee. That horrible, this is why the trip was so horrible. And I had this shit souvenirs for it. So bad. But, let's see. Well, I mean, I bought it on that trip. So, and the trip wasn't very fun. It was a very long car ride, from Indiana to fucking Tennessee. And, stuck in a fucking car. Didn't have a Game Boy. And it didn't matter anyway, because most of that trip on the way there, it was like pitch black anyway, and you can't play Game Boy in the dark. So I mean, we really didn't have much to do, and it was a big, long, fucking boring trip and drive up there. And so somehow, we were at a mall with that family that that I played Nintendo, and that was the first time I played Nintendo. And now that I remember it, it was, and it, so but like we were at a mall, and this was like in October of 1989. So I mean, Atari was like pretty much done. I mean, so I don't even know why why this store would even still have this, but I know I did not spend very much money on it because I mean I bought and paid for it with my own money. So I mean, there's no way that this damn thing costs like more than $5. There's no way. So I mean, and then I buy this, and then I go over there to that family's house. So I play Nintendo, and as far as I was concerned, like I've tasted the top, and it was NES. I, yeah, so the NES was the top, and we also rode dinosaurs, and park dinosaurs, because it was so far. It was so far away in years. But anyway, all right. But so I mean, then I bought it and I took it home after I played Nintendo. So, I mean, I really had no interest in this at all. And my perception on this game completely fucking changed at that point. Um, it's just not fun. It sucks. And why does it suck? Well, for one thing, it was a complete, utter rush job on this. Like, I don't know, like they Atari, I think, like acquired the rights, and they had like a very um very short amount of time to get the game done, and because they wanted this to be out in Christmas of '82. So they wanted this to be like the big Christmas game that everyone was going to want to ask for. And it didn't turn out that way. Well, it may have been on someone's list, on a few Christmas lists, but not after after word got out that this was just a big shit biscuit. Nobody wanted it afterwards. So, okay, so that's one reason. Two, bad fucking game design. Bad, just, I don't know. I don't think I've ever played a worse game than that. So, I mean, it's damn near impossible to do it. And then three, you know, this game single-handedly pretty much caused the video game crash of 1983. And I think it actually bankrupted Atari. There is a documentary about this game called Atari Game Over, and it's about how Atari, they did go bankrupt, because it was about how Atari basically had so many unsold game cartridges of this game that they buried it out in the desert somewhere. They buried all the unsold game cartridges were buried in the desert. So those are three reasons. You know, I probably could have just used my other hand to itch my nose instead of the camera I'm holding. But so we'll just we'll stop here, and then I'll get into the how the game is. So we'll leave that there and talk more about this giant piece of shit.